all of these positions. So in essence, the employees who are city employees, when an issue comes up, they have no recourse other than to go to the same person. And that's just been my observation over 3 months.
Also previously about supervisors. We don't have, if a supervisor is gone, we don't have anybody to replace them that are qualified. We should be able to teach the ones that are underneath the supervisors to be ready to step up, and I don't think we're there.
Well, we've been in that process for the last 18 months, where we are holding our supervisors accountable. They've got their assistant, unofficial assistant that takes over when they're not here, and that's a process. These employees have been here for a number of years, for some time now, and like Ms. Castillo says, at times there were department heads or supervisors that were in positions that never gave the actual department supervisor an opportunity to do that, and we've done that. And
well,
we're continuously doing that, and we've discussed this, that we've got employees that are local and they have been here for some time and have not been trained to run their departments like they have been and held accountable, which is what's occurring now. But short of, like I told Ms. Castillo previously, short of eliminating or getting rid of all the supervisors, which is something that we don't want to do.
I'm not saying
we're
that.
offering them training.
I'm not proposing that we do that.
I
What I'm
understand.
proposing is that we've gotten rid of the head people. We've gotten rid of the public works director. I don't know if you've ever had an HR. Well, we have an HR person right now. You know, does she have that accountability and that responsibility? We, the council, put the 4A fiscal management in your hands. So that's another thing that you're managing. Obviously the city manager job, and you're playing the part of supervisor. So where are we with putting all of the power? I mean, should something happen to you, Margaret becomes the city manager according to our charter.
Yes.
So, and on top of that, she's got her own responsibilities.
That's
and my
right.
point is, do we want to do that and deplete this city of those department heads that are so vital to making decisions and teaching employees and managing them, not just managing them, but leading them and offering the right type of leadership?
That's correct.
Do we want to do that?
How do we do that if you freeze the positions that you yourself propose that we hire an HR person?
Because I didn't realize we didn't have any money. We just said we don't have $75,000.
We've got money and we're making money. And we've got other accounts, like I told you, that we have in our reserves. I do not...
but do we want to do that? Do we want to
use our
tap
reserves?
into our reserves?
No, of course
we
not.
don't.
And they're there. But we're not... None of this budget has been, to include the positions, Mayor, has been with money from the reserves at all.
Okay. But on our tax rates, is the budget maintaining the same tax rate?
Yes.
Yes.
Property tax.
Our property. Do we know what the figures are from the appraisal office? What that will, if that changed?
No, they have not. They haven't presented those numbers, the finalized numbers yet. They're still working on them. The only thing that they have given us is the not certified, the values of them, but the ones that are still, I guess, pending are what they're working on. So they have not done that yet.
You know, I guess what bothers me, Mayor, is that we're making plans to spend money we don't yet have. I mean, the idea is to...
Spend money on what?
Well, for example, on the positions, on the roller for street department, on the sludge truck. We're budgeting for those things. Do we have the money in there today for these things?
That's not how city government works, man. We collect our taxes and our sales tax on a monthly basis, and we project forecast accordingly to the last 5 years, which is listed on our budget, and that's how we run our city.
Well, the city of Georgetown does it differently, as I learned. They budget for 2 years, and so they're only spending the money that they have made. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. And y'all may have other examples, I don't know, but it's time. Sometimes it's good to look at other methods and to change.
Sure.
And see, there's
Do we know
always
what
a better
their,
way to do it. Find it.
Do we know what their property tax rate and what their water rates are?
No, I don't. I do not. That was not discussed.
But that's a good example right here with the chief. We know that this year it will
Exactly.
be 25. next year it could possibly go up to 75, so that's $100,000 that we need to come up with.
Exactly.
So how do we do that?
Well, that's a big question.
Meet in closed session for 2 hours and approximately 25 minutes. Discussion was pursuant to section 551.074 of the Texas Government Code. Personnel matters to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee. The city manager. The action, there will be no action tonight, and will be reset for the August 25th council meeting. Meeting's adjourned at 11:10.